about that. Let me skip this here. Okay, so the tips that I mainly have for Ember Fund is I normally am against setting timers. I know a lot of you have told me, you set timers for 20 minutes for certain things, but I actually do set timers for myself twice a day for Ember Fund tournaments. Tournaments are, in my opinion, where it's at, and this is where you can kind of earn the most. I feel like, yeah, this faucet is nice and all that, but like this right here, this is where it's at. Avoid the low rollers, weekly platinum, mid rollers. This is where they make their money, but they do give free entries here, and they usually do 3 to 4. 1 weekly plus 3 or 4 twice a day. Or is it once a day for one of them, I think? I think the meme face-off is once a day. And the face-off, the regular face-off, is twice a day. Anyway, I'm going to show you a strategy of mine that I use a lot. That helps me kind of make some decent money. So if I go to free-for-all, I go to enter tournament, you want to find the stocks that get the most growth. And usually the stocks that end up getting the most growth fall into one of two categories. Usually they're going to be ones that have been negative in the previous day, or they are going to be a meme stock. And if you have a meme stock that is negative in that previous day, that's great, actually, and you want to do that. Otherwise, what you want to do for these tournaments is, if you don't see anything, if the market is just completely up, because the market goes up and down and up and down, then what I would do is, if I know the daily mark is up, I'm going to go ahead and make my first coin in my portfolio USD coin. Because I know that what goes up must come down in crypto. And if you go down, basically, if you expect the market to go down, USD coin is going to remain even, so that puts you ahead. So I would put USD coin on top. The next one is, I would seek out the ones that underperformed. So there are a few underperformers here. I see WorldCoin. I see Wilder World. Seems like the biggest loser so far amongst this daily list. The strategies that I normally go for is, I usually aim toward memes if the market is down, and I aim toward more stable coins if the market is up. And I see Solana is down, so I'm actually going to choose Solana for my second one. I'll get to that in a little bit, Jafka. Get the best value mayorships, especially since it's a little difficult to explain without actually showing. The third one. Okay, I'm going to get to the third one here now. So for the third one, if I really don't see a good deal, I guess Chainlink might be a good deal, but if I don't see a good deal, I usually default to one of the big two, like Bitcoin or Ethereum. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Chainlink seems decent enough by crypto standards, so I'm going to choose that, and then I'm going to click next, and that's my 3-coin portfolio. I'll be going with Solana, Chainlink, and USDC, expecting the markets to drop. Now again, if I had a lower market, I would probably aim towards meme stocks instead. And the meme stocks that I usually go after are just like the 3 meme stocks that performed the worst, because they tend to bounce back the highest. So I just look at the memes and just grab the 3 that are the lowest there. The other thing too, and I will probably talk about this in the review as well. If you go to play games and you go to the arcade, a lot of people been asking me, hey, you should try playing these games because they offer a lot of Satoshi and stuff. But I take a look at the amount of Satoshi that is available, and like, yeah, there's Idle Miner Tycoon, but the Satoshi in it is a little bit deceiving. So it says 2,933 Satoshi per task. What makes it a little bit deceiving is if you click more, You can see here the first task is actually only 152, which is unlock Mineshaft 5. The 2933 is just the unlock the third continent. That could take you, I don't know how long. I don't know if it will take you 90 days. But it's something to think about when you're doing this, is that it's not 2933 a task, you're starting at 152. The second thing that makes it a little bit deceptive is the number. Like, a lot of people are looking at 9193 and think, oh my goodness, this is humongous. But remember how many Satoshis make a penny? It takes about, at the current moment, at 60,000 for a Bitcoin, it takes about 16 Satoshis to make a penny. So if you think about it like that and put it into perspective, you know, you're basically going to get paid about $6 to do this. So it's something you got to think about. So yeah, those are my two main tips for Ember Fund. I will talk a little bit more about some of the features in the review as well. But yeah, also a lot of these here, like Make Money. I don't like Make Money. There was another one here that was not great. Is it under My Games, maybe? Oh, I don't have it on this one. There's another one that was like something Go, Solitaire something Go, or something like that. Stay away from those games. They're only going to pay you money if you do another game for them, basically, and you're a new sign up and all that. It's a joke. Don't bother with those. And honestly, with Ember, I'm not quite sure if any of this is actually a good idea either. But okay, that's my... And, oh yeah, avoid Crash, Spinner, Dice, Mines, Plinko, all those. Avoid all those. Do not play those. And avoid the prediction ones as well, unless you know what you're doing. If you are going to do an odds-based prediction, all right, and this is my advice on this. If you're going to do an odds-based prediction, because in sports, when it comes to sports betting, there's some statistics out there that have shown that you get 100+% of your cash back if you always choose the favorites. So if you just broadly choose the favorites, more times than not, you're going to get your money back and then some. I don't know if that actually works out for most people, but I think the cash back is something like 103%, 104%. But I'm assuming that it could be similar here in Ember Fund. So if you are to do this at all, and I might do an experiment on this sometime as well, always pick the one with the lower multiplier, because they're usually the favorites. So, for example, in this game between the Colts and the Bears, I'm going to cast my prediction for the Colts. And if I wanted to go all the way down, I will keep choosing the favorites. Like this one, I would take the Browns over the Giants. I would take the Titans over the Packers. The Texans over the Vikings. The Saints over the Eagles, and so on and so forth. Just choose the favorites, and more often than not, you'll come out a winner. So, okay, I think that is all my advice regarding how to maximize your optimal maximization on Ember Fund. I should make a formal video on it. I might make a clip out of this. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for the question.